Welcome to Superchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Mitchy Boo, and this is a creator that was actually recently featured with another channel, Mitchell and Doll. And they have really made themselves quite an interesting part of the Superchat community, showing incredible generosity. And I often say of channels over 3,000 subscribers that there is likely much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because I think no matter at what level all of us are, we know that by the time a channel has hit 3,000, they have seen a few ups, downs, glitches, positives, negatives, and a lot of gotten a taste of just about everything that comes along in a YouTube journey. So I hope everybody will connect with Mitchy Boo. This particular creator has shown incredible generosity here in Superchat. They're here with us frequently, almost every single day since finding us just a couple of months ago. They are fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. They bring a lot of delicious looking content as well as a wide variety on their channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I've got quite a few names on the wheel already for today. I noticed that the Gaming Ham actually dropped a super chat before we even started today. So I've got the Gaming Ham ready to go. We'll put their channel up next for that reason. And I see Don Ray B and Wolf Spirit Productions coming in right now. We've got a few more names on the wheel, and in about 2.5 hours, we're going to go and watch a premiere from Michael's Adventures. We will be able to continue meeting more friends and family members when we're over there during that live chat that goes along with the premiere, the same way that we do here in Superchat. So lots of opportunity today to meet lots of friends and family members for your channel. And thank you everybody for being here. We've got a couple of channels in the chat, and forgive me for not being certain if this is your first time. I think we've seen Bootsy on the Beat once before, but I could be wrong about that. Todd Christmas Clatter might also be here for the first time, so thank you for coming in. I've got a few names on the wheel already. Of course, Michael's Adventures is there, who we spoke about. Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 5 years on YouTube. He literally seems to be everywhere all the time and is with us as a beloved and dedicated moderator. He's a dear friend to me. All of our moderators are dear friends of each other. They all have channels of their own and they all do different things. You will be able to meet more friends and family members with all of them on their channels during their premieres and live streams as well. So I hope you'll connect with all of our moderators if you haven't already. A longtime friend, Buddha of Destiny Namaste, is in the house. It's good to see you here. I've got Crocheting with Leanne and Home Bartending with John on the Wheel of Doom already with I Am Betty J Gathers. And then as well, I see that my dear friend Fanatic Guide is in the house. You wonder to yourself who's still going to be with you a year or two down the road, supporting you as much as they possibly can. And Fanatic Guide has been somebody who is always engaging here in the Superchat community, but also is somebody who's previously been featured. They're doing spectacularly well with several videos. They've got one that's right around the 100,000 view mark, which is great to see. So there's obviously much to be learned from them, but they are an advocate for helping others as well, and they've been a great friend, showing true excitement for milestones and different aspects of people's YouTube journeys outside of their own, and I really do appreciate seeing that generosity. Carlene Geisha's in the house. Carpenter Self-Reliance, it's good to see you here. Cliff Hefner, thank you for coming back in as well. The Chicken is here, and Hyper Blitz are both fairly new to Superchat, but it's good to have you both back. Caden Vlogs is a longtime friend of Superchat with a couple of channels actually. The Bullock Experience is here. Now hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everyone. And then thank you, I Am Betty J Gathers. I was wondering actually, some of you may not know, but I work outdoors Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and I'm not able, that's why we usually don't do Superchat live streams on those days. And these have been the busiest weeks leading up until now for me of the year and of the season. Things are about to start calming down a little bit, but it takes me away from YouTube a little bit more than I'd like. And when I'm still out trying to support people as much as I possibly can, you start to notice some of the people you're not running into. Some of that has to do with the YouTube recommendation system and the algorithm, because all of our search results, all of our home pages and things like that are all different, of course, right? You might notice to yourself that YouTube is recommending you some of the same creators over and over and over again for months, and then all of a sudden there's some kind of a change that seems to occur. But what's happening is that different people are being recommended different videos, streams, premieres, and things like this. So you may stop running into some of the same people. You wonder to yourself where they are, and then you can go and seek them out. But I Am Betty J Gathers is a powerhouse of energy and positivity here in Tuber Chat, responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up literally because of their energetic and friendly reminders. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Four Corners Custom Products is in the house. Good to see you here. Christiana Kezi, good to see you in the house as well. So thank you for coming back in. And we're looking at Mitchy Boo. Like I said, this is a creator with a couple of channels. Let's look at their other channel right now, Michelin Doll. This is the same creator, and this channel was recently featured as well. So they've got almost 2,400 subscribers over here. We'd love to see them monetized on this channel. Obviously, all three types of content from this creator on both channels. But this is where they bring us a lot more variety, and hopefully everybody will join them on both of their different channels. Mitchy Boo and Michelin Doll, the creator behind those channels, has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat for quite some time now. Oracles and Beyond is in the house, and I see House of X Entertainment Inc. House of X has been with Tuber Chat from the very beginning and far beyond. I've been connected to those creators for almost 3 years now. I'm just getting them onto the wheel because they happen to be a member, and Oracles and Beyond is also a member with Cassie's second channel, Sunday Night Crime Time. So I'll get that channel ready to go as well. In a moment, I'm going to start spinning the wheel, and as we get through channels on the wheel, I will add some more names from our chat list. We've got just under 2.5 hours to go right now. Lots of opportunity to get lots of channels on the screen. And we'll get to as many as we can today. Crocheting with Leanne is just dropping a super chat on us as well, so thank you for that. I'm going to put that channel up right after the Gaming Ham for that reason, and then we'll get to the spinning the wheel very soon. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And thank you, the Gaming Ham. I did see your super chat, so we're going to put your channel up first. And the Gaming Ham just shared on Twitter as well, so thank you for that. If anybody does have the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm in the coming days and weeks ahead as a replay, and I'll appreciate that also. The Gaming Ham is up here right now with an interesting name for a channel. We'll talk about that in a second, but I noticed that Wolfsbear Productions is coming in and gifting 5 memberships right now, which is an incredibly generous thing to have done. So thank you for that. Wolfsbear Productions has been a dear friend to me, but a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Tuber Chat family for a long time, so it's not surprising to see this kind of generosity coming from them. So Caden Vlogs, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, which is the second channel from Charlene Heal, Jeremy D-Day, and Painting with Squirrels, along with Judy May Collins, have all been gifted memberships by Wolfsbear Productions. And what that means is that all 5 of those creators will have their channels added to the wheel every time we see them in the chat on the days that they are here, as soon as we notice them. Which is great. So I'll just leave it for a minute to make sure that they're in the chat, but as we see messages from those creators, I'll add them into the wheel if they're here. Right now, and thank you one more time, Wolfsbear Productions, for that incredibly generous set of gifts. We'll get Wolfsbear Productions onto our screen after Crocheting with Leanne, as well as a little bonus for them. And then we're looking at the gaming ham. So this particular creator is an advocate for the amateur radio community, which is lovingly known as ham radio. And on their channel, they do a lot of video gameplay. They're actually expanding into some more content now. You notice that they've got shorts, lots of live streams, a few videos as well. They're getting into some 3D printing, but you might often find this creator playing video games while talking ham radio, which is really cool, and therefore the name The Gaming Ham is a really creative way to present the channel. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat and have been for a very long time. Mr. Bubbles, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I got to get you to pardon me for a second. I'm just getting over something. I'm not quite there yet, so I just need a moment here and there. So thank you for your patience while we get through that. Crocheting with Leanne is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. Thank you again, The Gaming Ham, for your super chat, and Crocheting with Leanne for the same thing. I really do appreciate those. For that reason, we put those channels up right away. But again, the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member. In the case of super chatters, we put them on the screen right away. In the case of members, we add them to the wheel right away. But it's open to everybody, and as we get the wheel work down to about 5 or 6 names, probably in a half hour or so, we'll start adding names from our chat list. So Crocheting with Leanne is here, and this is an incredibly kind-hearted creator who's an advocate for helping others grow and hitting different milestones. She's got a lot of interesting content coming out on her channel now, including interviews with different creators. She recently met with I Am Betty J Gathers in an interview, and then as well we're trying to plan something as well in the coming weeks where I will join Crocheting with Leanne on their channel. I haven't done many interviews in a very long time, but I'm looking at getting back into those, so I'll be looking forward to that. But Crocheting with Leanne also brings us a lot of crochet. And on their channel, you'll find scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, and graphgans, but she also writes patterns for others to be able to take inspiration and create some of the things they've seen from Crocheting with Leanne as well, which is really, really cool. Retro Completionist, good to see you in the house. That's another longtime friend of Tuber Chat. And they happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel right away. And then thank you, The Bullock Experience, for the share. I really do appreciate that. That really helps the YouTube recommendation system or algorithm understand when content is engaging enough to get shares and things like that from other creators. And YouTube might push it out a little bit farther, so I really do appreciate that kind of activity. In the meantime, I'm going to get Wolfspear Productions ready to go. Thank you again, Crocheting with Leanne and The Gaming Ham, for your super chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support to get us started today. I wanted to put those channels up right away for that reason. Painting with Squirrels is walking in right now as well. And they happen to be a member, so I'm just getting them onto the wheel. And we're looking at Wolfspear Productions right now. This is the creator in the chat who we just saw gift 5 different memberships to creators, which is an incredibly generous thing to do. We've seen that kind of thing before, but Wolfspear Productions is here as a gold member as well. So you can see that this is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Tuber Chat family. She happens to be a dear friend to me now. I've gotten to know her over a long period of time. This is somebody who aggressively wants to work on improving their channel, their presentation, their video editing, and all the different things that come along with that, but also shares that knowledge so that other people can start to benefit from some of the knowledge that's been shared, if that makes sense. Wolfspear Productions has gained, if I remember right, about 800 subscribers in the last 4 or 5 weeks. And I think that some of that comes down to the consistency. Wolfspear Productions has been working very hard on their channel for a very long time, posting frequently with lots of different variety, but eventually instinct starts to come in, and I think that that's what we've witnessed here. Now, I could be wrong, of course. Most of what I say here is opinion. when I talk about different aspects of other creators' YouTube journeys. But Wolf's Bear Productions is really starting to pick up some steam right now, and I think that that comes from the experience that's been gained over putting out hundreds of videos on their channel and their climb up and well over the 1,000 subscribers that they've seen. So on that note, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Pardon me again just for a second. So hopefully everybody will connect with Wolf's Bear Productions if you haven't already. Now, they happen to be a truck driver. Actually, her and her husband are in the truck all the time, along with their furry friend Jester that you see featured on their banner, who actually has a couple of series of videos made just for themselves. But Wolf's Bear Productions gets into all sorts of different variety, including dumpster diving, diamond painting, lots of shorts videos that we've seen lately, and then subscription boxes, product reviews, taste test challenges. They really go through the whole spectrum, as a matter of fact. And it gives us a great chance to get to know the creators behind the channel. So Wolf's Bear Productions also does an interesting live stream. And what that is a driving stream from the truck where we get a view out the front window like you would expect, along with a secondary camera out another window to give us a different view, and then as well usually a camera on the creator herself, as well as bringing up StreamYard panelists, which is really, really cool. So hopefully everybody will see what I'm talking about, because I think that there's inspiration that can be taken from looking at what other creators have been able to accomplish when it comes to setting up different formats for their live streams and video production and things like that. And then Philip Lemon, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Thank you, Philip Lemon. You're making me laugh. And pardon me, I'm just getting over something, but I'm in like the last couple of days, I think, between my allergies and the weather changes and all the other things I whine and complain about. We're almost done, but I just need everybody's patience today a little bit longer. Give me another moment and then we'll spin the wheel. So we've seen today Wolf's Bear Productions with extra generosity. Like I said, they happen to be a gold member, so we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. But today we've seen extra generosity from this creator in gifting 5 memberships to other creators here in the chat, which is an incredibly generous thing to have done. So I really appreciate the generosity, so thank you for that and the support. And now 5 different creators are going to get the benefit of membership for the next month, which is really, really cool. The Bud Files, I've got you on the wheel. They happen to be a member, of course. They are modern day archaeologists. They uncover history and digitally preserve it on their channel. We'll look at that channel soon enough. And the Paranormal Circle is here. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Painting with Squirrels is interesting because they've got a different type of spelling of their name. YouTube is going to want to misspell for you when you look for this channel, but one of the best things we can do for each other is always search, find, and click on each other's names. That's why we don't do a lot of link drops here in Superchatter. One of the reasons anyway is because searching, finding, and clicking on each other's names can help us rise up the search results. Eventually, YouTube will do a better job of understanding when we're looking for this particular Painting with Squirrels. Lori's Tech Time is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away, and then we'll talk about what Painting with Squirrels does on their channel. Lori's Tech Time is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat now, actually. And it's interesting because, you know, your speeches change. Like, I know not everybody talks about all the channels that they're connected to the way that we do here in Tuber Chat. But when you think about the people who are supporting you and how long they've been with you, it's interesting when those speeches or descriptions turn from weeks into months, and eventually now we start to see years. And I really appreciate that, but I hope everybody takes a little bit of inspiration from that as well and realizes that we are all going to have creators and other viewers and supporters that are going to be with us for long periods of time. I hope you find that encouraging, because I certainly do. And it's motivating, and it's part of what keeps us going. It's part of what keeps me, you know, never wanting to take a day off of Tuber Chat unless we absolutely have to. Things have mixed up a little bit in the last few weeks. We're usually here 3 times a week as opposed to 4, but I'm trying to sort that out. And then as well, you know, I've never taken a weekend off that I can remember, but I did just a couple of weeks ago being under the weather. But, you know, it's funny to think to yourself how your audience, the people supporting you, you don't know who they're going to be yet. I mean, some of them, you know, because you're already in your YouTube journey now. But as time goes on, you're going to meet more and more people. It changes the dynamic of your whole community. And hopefully, like I said, you find it motivating. It's the kind of thing that makes you want to be on more, producing more videos, you know, responding to people more, and taking part in the YouTube social network more as well, if any of that makes sense. So Painting with Squirrels is up right now. It is pure variety on this channel. She streams just about every single day, and the conversation can go just about anywhere, literally. But she's very much up with the chat and keeps engaged with the audience, and there's always engaging conversation going on over there as well. Painting with Squirrels has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter since finding Tuber Chat several months ago, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. 255 subscribers right now. We'd love to see this channel move a little bit closer towards the 300 that they're thinking about. So again, I'll just ask everybody, we're getting close to 50 now, but if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sunday Night Crime Time is coming up right now. This is the second channel from Cassie. This is actually Cassie and her friend Molly. And let me just make sure that YouTube knows I want a channel. I'll use my filter for that. You can do that on a phone or a computer. Pardon me. And we want to make sure we get to Sunday Night Crime Time. So Cassie and Molly, Cassie is the creator behind Oracles and Beyond. We'll look at that channel in another second here. But they are already live streaming on this channel. I think Cassie said they've got a stream planned for tomorrow, if I remember right, and forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but hopefully everybody will connect with this channel if you haven't already. Get that notification bell on, and you'll be ready to connect with, or you'll be ready to hang out in that live stream when it does come up. And then we know that true crime is a huge category in podcasting, one of the biggest, right? And has been for a long time. So YouTube is a very fitting place for this type of content. We're curious to see what more Cassie and Molly are going to do with this content on this channel. So we'll look at Oracles and Beyond. This is the original channel from Cassie behind Sunday Night Crime Time, with almost 1,800 subscribers now. What you're going to find on this channel more than anything else is oracle readings and a lot of tarot lately, as a matter of fact. And this is not just from Cassie, but from her friends as well. So what's interesting is that they will do a StreamYard panel where other creators, other readers will come on. Forgive me for not using proper terminology, I'm still learning. But Cassie and her friends will give you different perspectives. This can give you an idea of what's been happening in your life, or maybe some answers, what might be happening now, and even what might be to come. Now, she does all 3 types of content on her channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams, and there's a lot more variety here as well. But the bulk of what you're going to find are these live streams with the tarot and oracle reading. So let me grab one of her latest videos, and I'm just going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to help me keep caught up with creators, and we'll notice that Oracles and Beyond is fully monetized with super chats and memberships available when we get to their channel. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And we've been on for half an hour now, so we're moving just a little bit faster. We want to get through as many channels as we can in the next 2 hours. And then Michael's Adventures has a premiere for us to watch. We'll be able to continue meeting friends and family members during that premiere. Because it will come with a live chat, of course. We'll do that the same way that we do here. Retro Completionist is coming up right now. This is another longtime friend of Tuber Chat with almost 1,800 subscribers as well. I can see I'm behind, but I'm just going to take your latest Resident Evil video and put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up a little bit farther, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. Gail Southern Living is in the house. Good to see you here. And we're getting really close to the deadline on the Fall Fest 22 giveaway. I think her grand draw is on the 30th, if I'm right about that. We'll have a look at that when we get Gail Southern Living's channel up on the screen. Pardon me just for a second again, and we'll talk about the Retro Completionist. Thank you, Cassie, for that extra thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. I know not everybody has second and third channels and things like that. I certainly don't want to recommend that to anybody. It's a big decision to get into that kind of commitment when it comes to producing content and things like that. But for those of you who do have extra accounts and things like that, I do appreciate those extra thumbs up as well. We're almost at 50 right now. So Retro Completionist, of course, is going to bring us retro gameplay. There's one of my favorites there, Grand Theft Auto. We heard that some hackers got into Rockstar servers the other day and grabbed some footage from Grand Theft Auto 6, which is probably still a couple of years in development, but Grand Theft Auto is certainly my favorite game of all time. I have spent an unreasonable amount of money on making sure that my whole family is up to date with Grand Theft Auto. So Retro Completionist will bring us a lot more than that, as you can see. Even Castlevania. Castlevania is one of the very first games that I ever purchased when I was 15 years old, and I bought myself a Nintendo, and I was so happy. I think I got Pitfall and Castlevania. Those were my first two games along with that system. So it's great to see some of this nostalgia from Retro Completionist, and they have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuber Chat for a very long time, well over a year now, I'm sure. And there we go. Yes, Fanatic Guide. At least we know GTA 6 exists. I ran into a trailer a while back and I got so excited and I started sending it to my son and my nephew, and I was like, guys, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming. It's Vice City again. And my son had to say, like, you got to look at the date on that because it was April 1st. And all somebody did was take some old footage and pump it up to look like it was a new game. And I was, oh, please, I wish this game would just come out. But we're probably still a couple of years away. Ali's Craft Pursuits, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then, yeah, GTA 5, I don't even remember how long that was. It's, you know, they're stretching it out to almost, I think, 10 years between releases. Christiana Ekezi is still in the house, so thank you for being here. Joe Dirt Treasure is in the house. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I know Ali's Crafts Pursuits is here. And then Annabelle TV. She brings fun everywhere she goes as well. So Lori's Tech Time is an interesting channel because this creator came into the Tuber Chat family quite some time ago, and I was pretty excited because this kind of content is right up my alley when we talk about tech reviews of different gadgets and things like that. And Lori's Tech Time introduced us to a monthly subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club. And I thought that was really, really cool, but she does a lot of independent product reviews as well. She recently got an Alienware laptop that's been reviewed as well, if I remember right. And then she's got these like Apple reviews here that have done very well. But this creator also expands into video game playing. She's very considerate about keeping up with games where her viewers can play with her. and keeping the games very popular. So Battle Cats is here. She does this most often. Among Us is there. We see that. A few different games that I'm not familiar with. But that's great because she's going to introduce us to more things that we can use to interact with our audience as well. So forgive me, I'm a little bit behind with Lori's Tech Time. I'm just going to take the latest stream replay and put that in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. Fire and Air is in the house. That is a creator that's been with TuberChat from the very beginning. As a matter of fact, I believe they were in with us on the very first episode, and 469 episodes later, it's interesting to see that we still have creators that are coming back as often as they can to support and meet new friends and family members the right way, of course. Speaking of which, there's Flaw One. Andy is another creator I've been connected to for over 2.5 years. It's always good to have Andy in the house. And then Rich New Design, it's good to see you here. That channel was recently featured on TuberChat. Rich New Design can help with a lot of different things, including graphic design, video editing, animation, and even sound design. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. It looks like a little bit of a fight there between Scratch and PPA and I Am Betty J Gathers, but she's got it for now. We'll see what she's got going on. I Am Betty J Gathers is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. And I see Baron's in the house. Good to see you back. Thank you for coming in. I Am Betty J Gathers does all 3 types of content on her channel. Shorts that we see here. She recently redesigned the front page. And then as well videos and a lot of live streaming. One of the things that she does more often than anything is talk about healthy living and healthy eating in the way of intermittent fasting more than anything else. But she's also an advocate for helping others with their YouTube journey. So you'll meet more friends and family members when you visit her for premieres or live streams. And she's been doing a bit of vlogging lately, which is really cool as well. It gives us a great behind the scenes look at the creator behind the channel. I Am Betty J Gathers literally has been a powerhouse here in TuberChat of energy and positivity. We literally have gained hundreds of thumbs up here because of I Am Betty J Gathers friendly and energetic reminders. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. As well, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's mentioned, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and try to catch it the next time around, of course. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, I hope I welcomed you. I know you've been here for like 10 or 15 minutes or longer. I did add you onto the wheel as soon as I saw you. And then as well, thank you for the share on Twitter, Rich New Design. They've done that before. Anybody who tweets or retweets for TuberChat gets added into a special Twitter list that we have, where you can meet what I believe is now over 150 different creators who are both here in the TuberChat family and active on Twitter and willing to share for others. So if you're the kind of person who's willing to tweet out other people's videos, you'll likely find some friends to trade favors with over there, and then get some outside traffic coming into your channel and videos from Twitter. I Am Betty J Gathers now has their community tab because they're up over 500 subscribers, got it locked in with 518. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. And there you go, Scratch and PPA is coming up right after. So we'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. Scratch and PPA, of course, is one of the most supportive creators that I have met in my 5 years on YouTube. And he literally is the reason why I use the term seems to be everywhere all the time. I use that to describe a few creators now, but most of you who've already met Scratch and PPA or seen him out there supporting others realize he seems to literally be everywhere. We wonder how he does it. But if you read the comments that Scratch and PPA leaves behind, more often than not, you're going to find that he's actually watching and interacting. I can be honest with you right now and tell you I run a lot more videos than I watch, and therefore you see comments that are pretty generic that say things like, you know, keep up the good work, looking forward to the next one, you know, and I try to watch as much as I can, but Scratch and PPA just does a stellar job of supporting others, and all of that support comes back in a rush and flood of high energy, fast paced support during his premieres which happen every Tuesday at about 12:15 Eastern, exactly 12:15 Eastern. They run about 15 to 20 minutes long, and you will see one of the fastest chats on YouTube. It is faster than Superchat. It rivals those of Hilda DC or Garden State Gardener Sunday Fun Day and others like that. So it's a lot of fun to be a part of. And then as well, Scratch and PPA gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. Pardon me just for a second. Cali King 916 is in the house. I've got them on the wheel. I'll be back in 1 second again. And Scratch and PPA has now blown right past 1,300 subscribers. He's fully monetized. Super chats are available now, and memberships are a consideration for hopefully the near future, but we'll keep an eye on his channel for that. And then as well, hopefully you'll set your notifications. I just set mine for the premiere that's coming up this Tuesday. And like I said, it's every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. You'll also notice that Scratch and PPA has presentation at the forefront of his mind. People have always had incredibly kind and impressive things to say about Scratch and PPA's video editing skills right from the beginning, even when he posted his very first video. And then you notice that the thumbnails and the banner are both updated with beautiful, colorful looks to them, and then as well they match the avatar. So this creator is really doing a fantastic and almost inspiring job when it comes to presentation on their channel. I hope everybody will take inspiration from Scratch and PPA, and both the way he supports others and the way he runs his channel. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. Reese from Philly, the Red Dragon, good to see you in the house. Forgive me for not being sure if this is your first time here, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and families for your family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66 is in the house as well. That's yesterday's featured channel. It's good to see you here, so thank you for coming in. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is up right now with 661 subscribers. This is another channel that I see out supporting other creators all the time. When I bounce in between premieres and live streams, I run into them constantly, and I'm always happy to see that kind of support out there. I'm going to add a name to the wheel right now, Fanatic Guide. And I'll add some more names onto the wheel in another couple of moments here, because we're getting around to 5 or 6. And that's usually when we start adding from our chat list. It was interesting because I actually caught, when I was catching up with some content from Corner Clubhouse 66 when they were being featured yesterday, I actually caught a live stream replay where Fanatic Guide had joined them on panel. Pardon me just for a second. We're going to go for about 3 minutes. We're going to come back. We'll talk more about the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch and then start spinning the wheel again. All right, pardon me for that. I know it was a little bit longer than we expected, but that's okay. I see a few more channels have come in. First Floor Audio, good to see you here. Hilda DC was actually live earlier. She is a beloved and dedicated moderator here. And I was joking with her during her live stream, as a matter of fact, because she usually streams in the afternoon and evening. She's in the Eastern time zone like I am. And when I saw her live, I refreshed my page on the computer because I'm like, she can't be live right now. Is that real? And then I was able to hop in there for a quick second. But Hilda DC is a very much loved and well-respected creator. Forgive me for anybody that I have missed in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. And yes, if there's another typhoon happening in the Philippines, of course our prayers are with everybody that's over there. But thank you for that, Reese from Philly. And then as well, I thought I saw Frasball Collects in the house. Yes, I'm going to get them onto the wheel. And they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Time with Tiffy wants to motivate us in a spiritual way. Time with Tiffy. I've got them on the wheel as a member as well. We're still talking about the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. So pardon me, I usually don't break in the middle of a description, but these are empty nesters living on a 1.5 acre homestead, and they live in Western Tennessee, which is actually, if I think about it, probably not too far from me, 10 or 12 hours, maybe something like that. I forget how long it actually is. But they enjoy gardening, canning, arts and crafts, devotionals, thrifty fun, small channel shout-outs, and more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I run into the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch supporting other creators all the time as well. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder 2.0 is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then Kid Wonder's doing really well. Why on earth would you... I just wonder why you started another channel. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder actually has 4 channels already, so that's interesting. But we'll keep an eye and make sure that that's actually the Kid Wonder, but it probably is. Kid Wonder is somebody who's been with me for well over 2.5 years, actually. An incredibly supportive creator, so much so for myself and when we were beginning Superchat, that he was the first creator to be selected out of the Superchat family to be featured on episode number 2. For vlogs, I see. Okay, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, setting up another channel for vlogging, which is great to see. I think he's got 18,000 on his main channel now. Time with Tiffy is coming up right now. Let's see what Time with Tiffy has got going on. And again, forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'm going to pop open another window for something here in the background. I just got to double check something. And then when we look at Time with Tiffy, we see almost 6,000 subscribers, getting very close to the official road with almost 5,900. And I always say of channels over 3,000 that there must be much to be learned from these creators, as well as entertained and inspired by. Because of the trials, tribulations, and different experience that they've gained through their YouTube journey up until now. Pardon me, I'm just doing something in the background here. It's only going to take a second. And I think we're good to go. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So we took our break a little bit early today, so we've still got lots of time to put channels on the screen. As of right now, we're expecting to be on for at least another hour and a half, and then Michael's Adventures has a premiere for us to see. When we look at Time with Tiffy's channel, we actually see a lot of different variety, but like I said, more than anything else, she wants to motivate us in a spiritual way. I'm just going to take your latest video, put it in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up here. We see that she's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get to the channel. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. and see what's happening with Cali King 916. They come to us from Sacramento, California, and they actually started by going out and filming one particular thing, which was somewhat like car meets or car shows, right? And it's kind of cool because most of us have seen these kind of things, at least in our area, if not in our hometown. And it's always interesting, I think, to see some of the things we're familiar with, but from somebody else's perspective. It's interesting the cultural similarities and differences between different countries and things like that, even when it's as close as somebody like Canada and the States. I happen to be Canadian, but I have a lot of American friends. I've spent a decent amount of time in the States over the years, but I'm always happy to see what other creators are doing over there and the differences that come from the distance between us. So Cali King 916 has expanded into much more content, bringing us a lot more of a look around Sacramento, California. They are an incredibly supportive creator. So as soon as Cali King 916 came into the Tuber Chat family, what I'm guessing was 6 months ago, it could be longer now, they immediately were out supporting creators like crazy. And even to this day, when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, as much as I can, I run into Cali King 916, engaging conversation and supporting other creators in other live chats for premieres and live streams all the time. So I hope you'll connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 1,600 subscribers they're thinking of right now. And I would love for everybody to get that kind of support coming back to them as well. Obviously, this creator is bringing us all three types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. When I've got my notification on for the stream they're planning for, I'm not sure about this because this says it's on the 25th at 12 a.m., which makes me think this might have been something they planned to do but did not do. So forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but my time says that it's past. But I've got my notification on anyway, so if they do happen to make that stream, maybe I'll even be able to catch it. That'd be great. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. Dawn Ray B is a creator who is literally making her own dream come true right now and wants to inspire others to not only understand that it's possible, but hopefully even engage in the activities that are going to cause you to make your own dreams come true as well. We're talking about an entire lifestyle and living. So Dawn Ray B is obviously an advocate for helping others, an incredibly supportive creator. Hopefully everybody will connect with them and get some of that support coming back to you as well. They've got 294 subscribers right now, so dangerously close to the 300 milestone that we know they're thinking about. I'm hoping we can push them maybe even right up to that milestone today. When we look at the channel, we see shorts and videos, and I'm just going to go through here and remind myself, and forgive me because I probably do this every day, but I talk about the idea of whether channels have live streams, like how many different types of content they have yet, and maybe live streaming will be an idea for the future for Dawn Ray B. But this is somebody who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding Tuber Chat several months ago, and they're here with us frequently. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Right now I'm going to spin the wheel one more time. We'll just get through another couple of channels and then I'll start adding names from our chat list. We got lots and lots of time, and actually Michael's Adventures, who's coming up right now, has got a premiere for us to watch, so we're going to get a really good look at his channel in an hour and a half from now. You'll be able to meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here during his live chat that rolls with his premiere. Michael's Adventures is another incredibly supportive creator, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 5 years on YouTube, and he lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive, both on and off of YouTube. You'll see a lot of familiar faces here in his featured channels list. When we get over to his videos, you'll see he posts frequently. He literally has thousands of videos on his channel, but we've got a premiere coming up today. I'll catch up with everything else afterwards, but we've got a premiere coming up today that we're going to go and watch. We saw one yesterday, and this particular creator is going to allow us to meet more friends and family members. They happen to be a beloved and dedicated moderator here, but All of our moderators are dear friends of mine. They're also dear friends of each other. They all have channels of their own, and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is they all love helping other creators. So you'll meet more friends and family members when you're visiting them, whether it's for premieres or live streams. Nicholas Family Adventures, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Fire and Air says their IG has been hacked. That's unfortunate. They can be contacted on Facebook, but that's something we see more common these days than ever before, is people getting both their Facebooks and Instagrams and other accounts hacked. At some point, I hope to eventually do videos here on Tuber Chat where we'll talk about the true how-to steps involved in looking after a few different things. One of the things that's very important is account security. I know it's important for everybody to have two-step authentication on. If you're part of the partner program, then you've already got it. But that's a good step towards security on all of the social platforms. They all the major platforms allow it, which means it can be a little bit annoying when you want to log into something and you got to keep using your phone or another device to keep entering codes and stuff like that. But in my opinion, it's a very small inconvenience for the benefit of security. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. I'm not sure if it's Al Chaff or Al Chafe, but I'll assume it's Al Chaff, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. I'd appreciate it if you did. And then my back step. So thank you for being here. I think you're here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Life with Mountain Folk is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Andre Southgate brings us prize fighting. We've got them in the chat as well. Thank you for coming in. And then Fanatic Guide was able to get a hacked stream sorted out, which is great. That's wonderful. And then John H. Shelton is here. He's actually got two different channels. He comes from the UK, but is an incredibly supportive creator as well. House of X Entertainment Inc. is another couple of creators who have been with Tuber Chat from the very beginning. I've actually been connected to these creators for almost 3 years now, and they were literally two of the very first creators to come into the Tuber Chat live streams when we started just over 2 years ago. Oh, it's Al Chaff. Okay. Is it Al Chafe? Is that it? I said Al Chaff. Maybe it's Al Chafe. And then, forgive me. Oh, you have been here before. Forgive me for not being sure about that. And then, yeah, if you want to correct me, I'll say Al Chafe. And then if there's a better way to pronounce it, you can let me know. Polly 180 Animation Studios is another longtime friend of Tuber Chat. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I know that the wait to get onto the wheel and the screen can be it's longer than ever these days. You know, we're very fortunate. Tuber Chat's very busy. It might be interesting to know that over 100 channels will come through Tuber Chat during almost every single live stream, and we try to get to as many channels as we can over a 2 to 2.5 hour period. It's much more about how interacting you are in the chat, if that makes sense, as opposed to how long you're here. But for Poly 180 Animation Studios, I know they were with us for an entire live stream the other day. So if you have some time to spend today, I'll make sure, Poly 180 Animation Studios, that I get you onto the wheel at some point. But we're actually going to be adding names to the wheel from the chat list shortly and frequently anyway. And then G-Smoke 330, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being sure if this might be your first time here in the chat as well, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. House of X Entertainment Inc. is another fully monetized channel from two creators who actually have monetized channels of their own. It's Me Wanston Yes Honey is here. And then as well, we'll look at Yo, it's your boy Leo. Like I said, I've been connected to these creators for almost 3 years now. It's interesting to notice how long people are willing to, you know, stay connected to you, support you over the long term. The friendships that are built are the number one thing I hear from people that is their most enjoyable part of their YouTube journey. And then Flaw One is getting close to 4K with the watch hours. And then as well, House of X Entertainment Inc. puts a lot of focus on other creators here. They do a lot of interviews. I've actually been honored to have been interviewed by them with my girlfriend Kristen a while back, probably a year ago. But these creators continue to help others. And like I said, 3 monetized channels from them. Obviously much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Hilda DC is coming up right now. If anybody has the ability to share this stream that we're watching right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat today, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay as well. Hilda DC is here with over 2,000 subscribers. She actually crossed that milestone during her live stream this morning, and I was perplexed for a second there, because she doesn't usually hit she doesn't usually stream in the daytime, but I did catch her. Yeah, luckily we were I happened to be there at that moment, and it's wonderful when you can see a creator cross a milestone like that, but it was just coincidence. And look at this, she's already blown right by it. Hilda DC is a very much loved and well respected creator. She's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, and has been for a long time. But Hilda DC is one of the most encouraging creators that I have met in my 5 years on YouTube. So she will give positive affirmations throughout her content, both from the creator herself as well as from special effects on the screen. She even gets the robot involved. Nightbot will drop some positive affirmations that are encouraging as well. But she's definitely an advocate for helping others grow their channels, meeting more friends and family members. And like all of our moderators, she will allow you to meet more friends and family members for your own channel when you visit her for a premiere or live stream. She's got a game night set up. Pardon me. See, she set it up as close to 2K, but she's actually at 2K now. And that's set up for tomorrow afternoon. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so it's afternoon for me, but hopefully everybody will connect with her and hit that notification. Pardon me. What Hilda DC does in her content, more than anything else, are mukbang style reviews and taste test challenges. And she does that both in premieres and live streams. But like I said, those positive affirmations are something that really stand out to make her one of the most encouraging creators that I've met. But then as well, she's very engaging, always on top of her chat to make sure she's welcoming new viewers and keeping the conversation going. And I often speak of Hilda DC having one of the fastest rolling chats. It can be quite overwhelming, as a matter of fact. She rivals those of Scratch and PPA or Sunday Fun Day from Garden State Gardener. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with her. I'm sure you will. We'll push her a little bit farther towards the 2100 she's going to be thinking about now. And like I said, she's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, and has been for a long time. So I'm going to get the Bullock experience onto our wheel. I'm going to add another couple of names. Bootsy on the Beat hopefully is still here. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll refresh a page, make sure they're still here before I put them on. Yeah, we'll see. And just in case they've gone, Christiana Kezi will come up. And Flaw One, my dear friend Andy, who has been with me for almost 3 years as well. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'll add some more names to the wheel as we need them. We usually do it when we get down to about 5 or 6 names. It's much more about how active you are in the chat than how long you're here to determine how long it's going to take to get onto the wheel or the screen. We get through as many channels as we can. We can't get through every single one every day, but it is possible to be here even for for 2 hours and still not get on the wheel if you're not interacting in the chat. So if anybody's listening or watching that hasn't been too active, I hope you will be, so that we can get you a little bit quicker onto the wheel. Right now we're looking at Fanatic Guide. I'm going to set a notification for their premiere. They're posting frequently. You can see almost every day. I see I'm a little bit behind, but I'm going to grab their latest video, put that in my catch-up list as well. Fanatic Guide's fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they are actually approaching 2 milestones at the same time here. They have got a video that is going to be the first one to cross 100,000 views very, very soon. We've watched this video go from what I believe was in the 60s or 70s into the 80s and now 90s, and any day now literally is gonna cross into 100,000, which is a wonderful milestone to have hit. And this is just a part of what Fanatic Guide does on their channel. They do a lot of video gameplay, but as well they've done a lot of helpful how-to type videos and reviews. So as well, we noticed that this creator is getting incredibly close to 3,000 subscribers. They've been a dear friend of Superchat for a very long time. They're an advocate for helping others grow their channels. They've been a wonderfully positive voice for Superchat over all of this time. They always show excitement in seeing us gain our thumbs up. We're doing really well right now, almost at 70. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. Past Life Explorer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That creator is single-handedly responsible for an explosion of interest in the Tuber Chat community in channels that come from the paranormal genre, and for that I'm still grateful. We have a lot of friends that we've met through Past Life Explorer that continue to support us now. When we look at Fanatic Guide, the other thing I just want to mention is the fact that they've got almost 3,000 subscribers, and I always say of channels this size, there is much to be learned from this creator as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they've already gone through in their YouTube journey, as we can imagine. Rusty's Rambles, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And the Sand Van is also here. They happen to be a member, so we'll put them onto the wheel right away, and we'll get some more names on the wheel soon enough. So I'm going to move a little bit faster through channels now, because we've been on well over an hour, but we've still got over an hour to go. And then we're going to go and watch a premiere from Michael's Adventures, and we'll be able to meet more friends and family members over there as well. Hood Talk TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Baskets is here, a longtime friend of Tuber Chat with over 7,000 subscribers. Glorious Platter's in the house. She was live last night and was using our copyright-free music again. For those of you who haven't seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a YouTube channel set up with a virtual 24-hour live stream, and then as well, that music's available on all major platforms as well. And then Flaw One is up right now. This is Andy. This is another creator who, like I said, has been connected to me for almost 3 years. They're getting close to 4,000 subscribers, almost at 3,800 already. More than anything else, Andy's going to bring us travel videos. And even though these are a little bit older, I'm just going to take one of his older videos from 8 years ago. I'm just going to put this into my catch-up list so I can see another one of the popular ones that's got a couple thousand views on it here. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. I often say, especially lately, you wonder to yourself, who's still going to be with you a year or two down the road? And Andy Flaw One was with me during some playlist buddy experiments that we were doing on my personal channel before we started Tuber Chat, and he's been here all this time, well over 2 years now, and 469 episodes later. Prometheus Silence, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and I feel like I missed another channel coming in. Channy's Unexplainable Adventures, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. You will often find them with Past Life Explorer. I've been lucky enough to catch them both for videos and streams, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Again, they come to us from the paranormal genre and collection of channels, with lots and lots of friends that are still with us today. I'll spin the wheel, we'll get another channel up here, and then again, if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more channels into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay. Oh, and then Channy's Unexplainable Adventures has become monetized, which is a great milestone to have hit. I'm sure her whole audience will be very excited with new ways to support her channel. And like I said, Past Life Explorer is often with Channy's Unexplainable Adventures, and it's wonderful to see these creators working together to help each other. So Christiana Ekezi is here with 211 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. This creator's actually been with us a few times, but I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I can see I'm behind. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up a little bit, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. We see lots of variety here in family videos, DIY, organization as passions for this creator, and hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that we find when we get there. So I'm going to spin the wheel again pretty quickly. If I've missed anything that anybody's mentioned, like a question or a comment in the chat, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. John H. Shelton is in the house from the UK. Forgive me because I didn't put your channel on the wheel as soon as you came in. I usually do that for the members, but we got it on there eventually. John H. Shelton actually has 2 different channels, so they're fully monetized here on UK Vlogger, and this is where they've got 6,500 subscribers. You can bet that John H. Shelton is posting frequently. I'm just going to take one of the latest videos, put that into my catch-up list here, and you see a lot of featured channels here, all 3 types of content from this creator. But when we get to John H. Shelton, Godzilla Fan Extras, and more, we see a second channel already with 885 subscribers from this creator as well. More variety here, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and getting that support back. John H. Shelton's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat for a long time. This creator actually has done more than one shout out video for Tuber Chat. I really do appreciate that. We always put those on our front page, so you can find it there or in John H. Shelton's channel, and I really do appreciate those. MLW Fishing Man, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and it's going to be time for me to get some names to our onto our wheel from our chat list, so I'll do that in another moment. The Sand Van is coming up right now. We'll see what they have got going on. The Sand Van is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've just been with us under a couple of months now. 615 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. I'm going to take your latest video, and this is a good one because it's a travel vlog. It looks like you did that, high diving. When I roll over this, it looks like you did the indoor high diving. We have a lot of those places around my area. I'm in Southern Ontario, Canada. Pardon me, and I see them all the time, and I've always wondered if that would be a cool thing to go and do and film, but it looks like it might be, so I might take inspiration from your video here. I want to see how that looks, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'll know after I watch the video. But the Sand Van is bringing us more travel videos than anything else. They're an Aussie-English couple living in the beautiful Gold Coast of Australia. They are hoping to eventually live full-time in their van and see the entire country and continent. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy the different variety in travel that they've got on their channel. And like I said, we'd love to push them towards the 700 they're thinking about. Walking Purpose, Monica Miles, good to see you in the house. Another long time friend of Tuber Chat with a slight name change there over the last couple of years. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Trish the Natural happens to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel right away. They just came in. It's good to see you here, and then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Bullock Experience is another channel I'm still getting to know, but they're actually making frequent appearances here in Tuber Chat. I'm just going to take your stream from a few days ago and put that in my catch-up list. I'll watch that replay, or at least run it. I will likely watch some of it and let it run. I have to be honest, I run a lot more videos than I watch, but I do watch as many as I can. But the Bullock Experience is a channel, like I said, I'm still getting to know. Kelly Bullock, a fishing channel, all types of fish, and then hopefully everybody will enjoy that when we get there. I'm sure there's actually more variety there. I see a lot of these StreamYard panels here, so I'm sure the conversation expands far out of fishing, but we'll see. And I'm having a good time getting to know the channel. Hopefully you will too. We see some shorts there, so obviously all three types of videos. Life with Mountain Folk, I hope I mentioned you when you came in. I did see you. I put you on the wheel a while ago, but it's time for me to get some more names onto the wheel right now. I just wonder if Bootsy on the Beat just happens to be here still, because that was a channel that was due to be up on the wheel and hasn't had a chance just yet. I always, you know, this is one of the reasons why I don't put channels right away, is because I know not everybody can spend, you know, 2.5 hours while we're here. Once you're on the wheel, you're on the wheel. But for creators that don't have quite as much time to spend, I want to put the focus on the creators that are really active in the chat, of course. So Rich New Design is an obvious next candidate for the wheel, so we'll get them on there right now. And I'll add another couple of names. Is Corner Clubhouse still here as well? Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66 was the channel that was featured yesterday. And let's spin the wheel, and then I'll add some more names as we need them. Bootsy on the Beat is a channel that I think has just been here a couple of times quickly. I don't know if we've had a chance to look at their channel on the screen yet. I'm thinking no, but I could be mistaken. Yes, Rich New Design on the wheel. Probably overdue, as a matter of fact. I know Rich New Design is always active in the chat. He brings fun everywhere he goes, as does Annabelle TV, along with a little bit of comedy that comes with it. She's posting so frequently, I can't believe how far behind I'm falling with you already. I want to see the backyard garden update. So what I'm going to do is take this video. Usually I take the latest one and put it in my catch-up list, but I just want to see what you've done here, because some of this stuff is looking delicioso, obviously. Annabelle TV brings us a lot of fun on her channel, and a lot of that comes in mukbang style taste test reviews and challenges that are usually collaborations with other creators. There's More Eats right there, as a matter of fact, as an idea. A longtime friend of Tuber Chat. But Annabelle TV is here with us just about every single day. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They have shown incredible generosity here in the chat, but they always bring fun everywhere they go, including engagement. And when you engage true conversation in a live chat, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, it's a wonderfully great service for any host, because you're sending true engagement signals into the algorithm. So that's why I very much appreciate true conversation and engagement here in Tuber Chat, especially so we can share knowledge, and then we can all make better decisions for our videos and channels, myself included, of course. And then, oh, that's okay, Rich New Design. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Like I said, I know not everybody could be here every day or for 2.5 hours every time I decide to stream. I do appreciate every moment, and there's always new people to meet here in Tuber Chat. The Bud Files is coming up right now, and these are modern day archaeologists. They uncover history and digitally preserve it on their channel. I'm just going to get my notification set for the next premiere that they've got, which will be tomorrow afternoon for me. What I'm recommending to everybody is to hit notifications for everything that we see, whether those are premieres or live streams, because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm, whether or not you think you can make it at that exact time. So I always set notifications for everything that I see. We see the Bud Files is climbing quickly now with over 700 subscribers, and it looks like they've got that locked in. Part of me, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're going to be thinking about next. And then, let's see what we could do about adding another couple of names onto the wheel. See another couple of creators who've been here for quite a while that haven't been on the wheel just yet. Pardon me, I have to look at another window for this. If you're wondering how on earth I run the wheel and what I'm talking about, so I have this robot called Bottissimo, and this is a paid service. You can use it as a sponsored service as well. But I use this on all of my channels. It does a great job of keeping statistics behind the scenes, not only about how long creators are in your stream or premiere, but how active they are in the chat as well. And this is what I use for the wheel. So when it's time for me to add names, like it is right now, when we get down to about 5 or 6, I look over at the wheel, or I look over at the list, and I start adding names based on how active they've been in the chat, based on what the robot is keeping track of. So for instance, Gale Southern Living is coming up right now on the wheel, and then as well, I'm not sure if Carpenter Self-Reliance is still with us. Fire and Air, maybe not. Okay, I'll leave it for another few minutes, and then we'll add another couple of names. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Derek's Journey's in the house. That's a creator who wants to motivate us with fitness first. It's interesting to see lately, I forget on what thumbnail I came across, and it had a before and after kind of look, because Derek's Journey and their whole family have got a lot of creators involved in a lot of fitness type challenges, and it's interesting to see the results that these creators are getting from being so active. Derek's Journey is on the wheel because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Frasball Collects is here with 462 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. This particular creator does one thing extremely well. They are talking to us about numismatic collectible coins. Whenever I look at this channel, I often roll over the thumbnails just so we can get an idea as to what they're presenting here. I believe that most of us have probably seen coins like this distributed through our different countries, and these can be used as collector items, possibly investments or family heirlooms to be handed down and things like that. So Frasball Collects is going to help us make sense of these and show us all the interesting coins that are being distributed. They do that frequently, as you can see, usually posting about once a week, but they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Superchat family for quite some time as well. Macix team, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Pardon me for a second. And, oh, Derek's Journey's just dropping a super chat. They've done that many times before. I see Makeup Mom and Son is in the house, and they're here actually as a moderator and a gold member. So we see Makeup Mom and Son every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as well as their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. But I've got Makeup Mom and Son on the wheel right now. Derek's Journey's coming up next because they dropped a super chat on us. Derek's Journey's done that countless times, as a matter of fact, and like I said, this is a creator that wants to motivate us with fitness first. You can see generosity in this monetized creator with a lot of featured channels on their front page. They have super chats and memberships available on their channel when we get there as well. And when we look at the 1,600 subscribers that they've got, I'm hoping we can push them towards the 1,700 that they're thinking about. Did you really make up Mom and Son? That's amazing. It's easy to get into a chat and just start firing the hello messages one at a time. That's hilarious. Derek's Journey, this is the thumbnail I was talking about. Yes, of course, with the results that you see from the fitness challenges and things that they've done. Now, this is a creator who gives us a great look at their family life behind the channel as well. And they've expanded into a lot of other content, including product reviews, taste test challenges, and things like that. But one of the things that they have done is take us out on different family adventures where we get to know the family behind the channel. A lot of fitness challenges, and these include collaborations with many other creators, which Derek's Journey's just done a great job with these. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, like I said, with super chats and memberships when we get there. When we go over to their homepage and we look at the first featured channel, we see You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden. This is another couple of members of the Derek's Journey family, like True Life family, and they've started a second channel where they promise to bring us more variety in line with some of the fitness challenges that come from Derek's Journey's channel. So 151 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They're just over halfway on the road towards 200 right now. We know they're going to be thinking about that. I'm going to get you to pardon me just for a second. We're going to come right back and look at the next channel, which is going to be Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66. I just need a quick second here. A third now, Derek's Journey? Are you talking about a third channel you're starting? That's quite an undertaking, my friend. You see the sly look that I give while I say that, because I know, I promise you, how much of a struggle it can be to make a commitment on running more than one channel. It can be easier for creators with variety channels, like, so for instance, myself, of course, I have more than one channel, but I run other channels for other people as well. I used to run more. I let a couple go because I prefer to work with people, let's say, who want to be hands-on and involved in their channel, as opposed to, here, let me just pay you to do it, right? Because I don't think there's heart in the background of that in a lot of cases, and therefore the channel may not be able to have the impact that you wish. But anyway, when it comes to having more than one channel, it's something I don't necessarily recommend for anybody, but if you've really thought it through and you think it's the best idea, one of the ideas is to have a variety channel so that you can post whatever you want, and then you can keep a niche channel extremely niche. You notice the Superchat, for instance, does only one specific thing. We have a copyright-free music channel as well, and even though we do 3 different types of content over there, 4 really, because we do shorts, we do videos, we do mixes, and then as well we have a live stream, but it's all very niched and specific, right? I'm not going to do a review of a iPhone or anything like that on that channel, right? But you could. I mean, you got to make the right decision. But Derek's Journey's got another channel. When you go to the main page and look to the right, the second channel, there's the third one. So forgive me, I'll skip it for today, but when we look at Derek's Journey the next time, I will try to remember that they've got a third channel, and I'll check that out myself. And then, yeah, it's a bit of a mission, Andre Southgate. Certainly it is, that's for sure. Most of you will notice, if you've followed my personal channel, that I'm behind all the time. I'm always behind over there. And that's from adding too much onto the plate, of course, right? So I've got a channel now with 8,000 subscribers, but I can't make it move because I'm not giving myself the time to make videos, right? And nobody's any more busy than anybody else. We use that as an excuse. I use it as an excuse too. But, you know, you can fill your plate a little bit too far. But we'll see. We'll see what Derek's Journey and the family come up with. And then what we're looking at right now is yesterday's featured channel, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66. This is a creator who actually, when I was featuring them, I was going through a bunch of their content just to catch up a little bit. One of their latest live streams had a guest on the panel, which they have often, but Fanatic Guide was on there, and I was really pleased and thankful to hear the kind words that they both have to say all the time. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66 did a thoughtful shout out video for Tuber Chat the other day, and I appreciated that as well. But they do a lot of live streaming. They've actually got all 3 types of content. You can see videos here like these reviews, and then shorts videos, and a lot of live stream panels when they do their live streams, which is cool. There's Fanatic Guide again. and 451 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push Corner Clubhouse a little bit farther so that they can hit that 500 and get their community tab happening. And I'll spin the wheel right now and we'll get another channel coming up. I need another second, so pardon me. When we get right back, we're going to look at Makeup Mom and Son, of course. Rich New Design is mentioning he wonders if Corner Clubhouse is winning with their fantasy football. I wonder about that. I hope they've connected with Bayou Bengal 25, because that's a creator here in Superchat that has a fantasy football channel, actually. So I'm sure we've got several fans of fantasy football. I think that's a bigger thing in the United States than it is in Canada, but I'm just guessing that. I could be wrong, but it seems to be bigger to me in the States than it is here. But I'm thankful that we've got a channel here in the Superchat family that's dedicated to fantasy football. Hopefully they've connected. Makeup Mom and Son is here. She is a beloved and dedicated moderator within our family, but she also is a very much loved and well-respected creator. I thought I just caught up with you. I can't believe how far behind I fall so quickly with Makeup Mom and Son. I'm just going to grab another video from her, put it in my catch-up list. She is another advocate for helping others grow and meet more friends and family members. So throughout all of her content, which includes a lot of beauty and makeup type things, she also does product reviews of all types and taste test challenges and things like that, comparisons. She also does a ton of live streaming. She's done a very informative interview series. I was honored to have been a part of that. She'll introduce you to a lot of other YouTubers on her channel, and she does a lot of random live streaming where she has other panelists hop up. She's willing to hop in on other people's channels and share content that way. I really find that another generous thing to do, even though you benefit. When you visit somebody else's channel and hop in on another StreamYard panel and stuff like that, of course you're going to gain a few subscribers and get a bit of exposure, but you're really helping the host by changing the dynamic of their content, right? So Makeup Mom and Son does lots and lots and lots of that. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Over 1,600 subscribers. This creator has been wildly successful with shorts videos as well. And I forget for the life of me how big her biggest one was. I think she had 37,000 views on one of her shorts videos, and that's just one. She posts frequently. But Makeup Mom and Son is a dear friend to me. All of our moderators are dear friends of each other. They all have channels of their own and do different things, but each one of them will allow you to meet more friends and family members on their channels, whether it's during a premiere or a live stream. So I hope everybody will connect with Makeup Mom and Son. You'll likely meet more friends and family members from her. And then as well, Makeup Mom and Son is here as a gold member. So we see this channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as well as her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Gail Southern Living is coming up right now, and I'm going to see what they've got going on for their Fall Fest 2022 giveaway, which I believe is coming up in the next few days, right? The grand prize draw. Yes, there it is. Grand prize drawing is scheduled as a live stream a few days from now, so I'm going to hopefully catch that. I better make a note for myself right now. I gotta figure out what day the 30th is going to be, right? Friday the 30th. I still make my notes more often than anything else with pen and paper. Michael's Adventures laughs because I don't read them, but I make the notes anyway. And then I've started finally 10 years later using Siri to try to help with a little bit of that. But Gail Southern Living is going to have a grand prize draw. This creator gained over 70 creators, maybe over 80 now, in a collaboration that is just a real unbelievable accomplishment. Most of us know in life what it's like to try to get 2 or 3 people to agree on anything, let alone getting 80 people to collaborate on something. But the Fall Fest 22 giveaway is a really awesome type of collaboration, and one person's going to win a lot of stuff. Gail Sutton Living is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, she comes to us from the homesteading, farming, gardening, and outdoor living series of channels. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. We see a lot of familiar faces in her featured channels list. And I'm just going to head to her videos channel for a videos page for a second. I'm going to grab your latest video and put that into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. And then when we look at Coupon Gail, we see another channel from this same creator where she wants to help us save money on top of all her generosity in the other ways as well. So 880 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 900 that she's thinking about. Luckily, Scratch and Pete PA came across this video that she had done a few days ago. This is the second one she's done of this type, so she's got one on each channel. But this is much more than a shout-out video for TuberChat. Actually, what it is a how to use TuberChat video so that she can explain to you how to get the most value of the time you spend during the TuberChat live stream. So I really appreciate the extra effort that she's gone to put out something like this, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. When you get there, you can get an idea of what she has found to be an effective way to meet more friends and family members. And then Mr. Fulton Miraz is celebrating 7 years with their girlfriend. Pardon me, I just ripped off somebody's chance on the wheel there. I accidentally forgot to take off Corner Clubhouse. I got to take them off, and then we'll see who's going to be the next channel. Home Bartending with John was here at the beginning of the stream. I'm not sure if they're still here. They've been on the pole position of the wheel for a while. I'm overdue for getting names onto the wheel, so I'm going to do that from our chat list right now. And if there's anybody listening or watching who hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please keep in mind that it's much more about how active you are in the chat than how long you're here. And that's how we determine the order in which channels get onto the wheel and the screen, if that makes sense. I wonder if Poly 180 Animation Studios is still watching or listening, because I did promise to get them onto the wheel if they had any time to spend today. Cliff Hefner might still be with us. Andre Southgate is coming on there right now. We'll talk about home bartending with John in another moment. Let me look through our participant list and see who's here. Cliff Hefner, yes, is still in the house. Fire and Air is still here. It's actually overdue. I should have put your channel on the wheel a little while ago. Hyper Blitz, I'm going to put you on right now. I know you haven't been very active in the chat, but I do want to see your channel. I think that's the first time we're going to be putting it on the wheel, and then I'll get some more channels onto our wheel from our chat list in another moment. Oh, and then Rusty's Rambles. Yeah, it takes a while. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not worried about that, Poly 180 Animation Studios. I simply want things to be fair between creators as far as how active they are in the chat. Of course, that's the best way we can do it, but Poly 180 Animation Studios has been with us for quite some time, so I can put them on the wheel right now. I will remember what you've said there and the last few things that you've been mentioning when I consider what I'm going to do about adding channels onto the wheel in the future. I have a lot of creators who are extremely generous and very considerate of others and very thankful for the screen time that they do get on TuberChat, and I keep mental notes about that. Of course, not everybody is going to share the same views and thoughts as others, but there are also 51 million channels or more to visit on YouTube, and many of them are much more entertaining than TuberChat. So I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, but I do understand when other people have other things to do. Rich Cat Ranch is in the house. And thank you very much, MacX team. I'm actually going to put you on the wheel right now. Rich Cat Ranch is on the wheel. because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But again, we always put as many channels on the screen as we can in a 2.5 hour period. We can't always get to every single channel, but we try. We still got about 45 minutes to go, and then we're going to visit a premiere from Michael's Adventures. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator here, but he will allow us to meet more friends and family members during his live chat when we go over there, and I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment that that premiere begins so we can continue meeting friends and family members here and clean up our connections. And then Home Bartending with John has 130 subscribers right now on their channel. I was immediately drawn to this channel right away. I happen to have worked in bars and nightclubs and things like that for most of my adult life. And Home Bartending with John is doing a really interesting couple of things on their channel. So they do a lot of reviews of products, which is great to see. But then as well, this creator, and what drew me to their channel right away, has a series of videos where they show us how to make some of the most popular cocktails. And they can show us a quick and easy way to do it, as well as one that might be influenced by pop culture, whether it's from a song, a television show, a movie, or something like that. And then they show us a third variation most often, where we can get a traditional take on how to make some of the most popular cocktails if you want to do that. So this is really cool. You can see the elaborate home bar setup that they've got on their channel. And Home Bartending with John has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding Superchat several months ago. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. It's going to actually be Polly180 Animation Studios. And this is another creator who, like I said, has been a loyal and dedicated supporter for quite some time. You can imagine the effort that it takes to get some of this type of 3D animation together. I've done a bit of computer programming and things like that, and I can only imagine the painstaking effort that it takes to get some of these done. I'm behind with you, so I'm going to grab one of your longer videos here. I know most of Polly180's videos are shorter, but I'm going to take the 3-minute one here, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and we'll see what they've got going on here. So I guess they're working in Blender more than anything else, because I see the name Blender. That's a program that's often used for animations and stuff. I haven't done any with that, but I am somewhat familiar. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, good to see you here. Shane, thank you for coming in. And then I was hoping these are going to roll over. What I did find the other day, as a matter of fact, yesterday I think it was, is a setting, and for the life of me I can't remember where it is, but there's a setting that allows you to control whether people can roll over your thumbnails and see a bit of the video this way or not. Now, why it doesn't work on every single video is still a mystery to me, unless it's an individual setting that I haven't come across yet, but I did notice something that talks about the whole channel. So this is kind of a cool idea, because I do this with a few channels when they're up here on the screen. What we do see from Polly180 Animation Studios is they're growing with 380 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. And they do have some featured channels there. Of course, Superchat's honored to be on their featured channels list. We have them in our list as well. Featured channels are something I recommend for a lot of creators if you're willing to do that. It's a great way to trade favors with somebody and get some extra exposure for your channel as well. You can imagine the algorithm notices everything that involves your channel or your videos, and the more channels you are featured on, the more I bet that that has a positive impact on the YouTube algorithm for you as well, if that makes sense. So Fire and Air is coming up right now. This was Fire and Air Tarot, but they actually renamed their channel a while back, and I'm just going to get them up here right now. You might have to use your filters to make sure YouTube knows you're looking for a channel. They might try to misspell for you, but Fire and Air is here as a fully monetized channel now. They've been with Superchat from the very beginning. As a matter of fact, I believe they were with us for our very first Superchat episode 469 episodes ago. 1,650 subscribers right now. They're halfway on the road to 1,700. And Mrs. VSNC09 is in the house. They are also a member, so I've got them on the wheel right away now. And when we look at fire and air, we see originally there was tarot readings here. But Fire and Air has expanded, I think, into a lot of other content. Oh, I can see I'm far behind with you, but what I'm going to do is take a longer video from you, a 30-minute one here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that will give me a little bit of an idea of what you've been doing lately. And then SGR Unleashed, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster because we've just got 45 minutes to go. Then we're going to go and watch a premiere from Michael's Adventures. When we get closer to the time, I will start dropping the link for that as well. Mrs. VSNC09 is coming up right now. We'll see what they got going on their channel for today. I see Bushido Blade Warrior is back in the house. Thank you for coming in. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we look at Mrs. VSNC09, we see a channel that's well over 3,100 subscribers. And I often say of channels over 3,000 that there's much to be learned from these creators, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they've already been through in their YouTube journey. We all have an understanding of what it likely takes to cross that 3,000 milestone. I think it's a real signal, and that's just from experience here in Superchat over the last couple of years and what we've seen from creators. But Mrs. VSNC09 is doing very well with their channel. They do a lot of variety, but a lot of what they have revolves around the royal family as well. And it's very notable content because what you'll find is an extremely engaged conversation during the live streams, and Mrs. VSNC09 does a great job of leading that conversation by staying well versed and up to date with their topics. So they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And you can see on their channel, like I said, all three types of content, and then as well a lot of live streams, but a lot of videos in between those as well. And these are getting some serious activity, especially over the last couple of weeks. We can imagine that Mrs. VSNC09 has likely had their hands full, but it's great to see them doing so well, and we have them to rely on when we're looking forward to following the stories of the royal family, which have been headline news, obviously, for the last couple of weeks. Rich New Design is coming up right now. This is a creator who brings fun and energy everywhere that they go. I see them out supporting other creators all the time. Most notably, what I find from Rich New Design is seeing them on a lot of other StreamYard panels. And like I keep saying, it's a wonderfully generous thing to do, to change the dynamic of somebody else's content by joining them on their channel and changing the conversation up by adding opinion and perspective there as well, if that makes sense. So Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is Shane. I've got you on the wheel right now. I'll add some more names as we need them. Rich New Design is now at 237 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 300 that they're thinking about. This is a creator with many different talents, including video editing, motion graphics, animation, and then sound design as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the resource that we can use from Rich New Design and their channel, not to mention the fact that he's an advocate for helping others grow and hit different milestones, so you'll likely meet more friends and family members when you're over there visiting as well. Rich New Design is here in Tuberchat, giving energetic and friendly reminders for thumbs up all the time, and I really do appreciate that. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Cliff Hefner is up right now with 214 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 we know they must be thinking about. Balance Breakers Fitness and Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends, pardon me, and family members in no time, if that's what you would like. And I see that all that fluff and stuff is here from Australia. It's good to have you in the house when we look at Cliff Hefner's channel. Hopefully they'll put an about page up there for us just so I can do a better job of describing their content. But it's pure variety over here. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when we get to Cliff Hefner's channel. I'm just going to take their brothers battle video and put this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up with them, but we can see that they've also got a lot of shorts on their channel as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. We'll see who's coming up next, and then if there's anybody still listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just please stay active in the chat, and I'll make sure that I get you on shortly. Hyper Blitz is a new channel for Superchat. They've actually been here in our streams a few times and connected a week or two ago, but this is the first time we're putting this channel on the screen. With 31 subscribers, I'd love to give them a warm welcome into the Superchat family by pushing them a little bit farther towards the 40 that they're thinking about. And then Balance Breakers is talking about the About page too. It's surprising how much impact that has, because while not everybody will go to other people's about pages every time they're looking at their channel, there are some creators who insist on it before subscribing, and especially when you're thinking about the idea of sponsors in any way, shape, or form, it is almost like, it's understandable that almost exclusively they will insist on looking at about pages before connecting with creators. Purple Tube, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then as well, when we look at Hyper Blitz, we see gameplay. I see Fortnite here, and I'm not sure what else they're presenting just yet. If you were into quirky humor, this is the place, so that'll be really, really cool. Dark jokes are always fun. And then some Call of Duty here as well. So obviously they're mixing up the gameplay, so that'll be cool. I'm just going to take their latest video because I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is put that in my watch later list, and after the stream today, I'll go through my watch later list right away. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this Call of Duty gameplay video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat and have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Outgoing Azzy, oh my goodness, it looks like Outgoing Azzy's got a little bit of a challenge there to get over. He's an extremely outgoing creator, as you can imagine, and doing really well on his channel. Rusty's Rambles is up here right now. This is another creator who's been making frequent appearances in Superchat, but we haven't had their channel up on the screen too often, so I'm still getting to know their content. But I'm going to take one of their latest videos here, put this in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with them a bit. And we see that they've got a lot of shorts videos as well. A couple of these are starting to pick up some activity. Hopefully that continues. I see you've got a lot of featured channels, which is great to see. That's another generous thing that creators can do for each other. It's a great way to get exposure for your own channel, but a great way to help others with the algorithm and with your audience as well. Rusty's Rambles is officially on the road to 100 subscribers at 91 right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we possibly can for each other, everybody is growing, everybody's hitting different milestones. We see it all the time. And then, Joe Dirt Treasures back in the house. Thank you for being here. Let me get Andre Southgate onto the screen, and then I'll go through the chat and see who I can add onto our wheel now. Andre Southgate brings us prize fighting. Now, they've done some interesting shorts here, and a lot of these have gotten some serious activity. Most of these over 1,000 views right away, which is really, really cool. Some of these grills, but they're actually bringing us more content now as well, which is really cool to see. Balance Breakers, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up next. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel right after. when we look at Andre Southgate, most often he's bringing us prize fighting, and it's pure opinion on this channel. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. Oh, I should have known. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I'm just going to take your latest video and put this in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. I should have known that was. I might have already seen that and not realized it. So Balance Breakers Fitness and Gaming is the third channel from Derek's Journeys family. Scratch and PPA pointed that out. So thank you for that. But we will look at that channel next, so thank you. And we'll see what they've got going on. Andre Southgate now has 1,240 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that we know that they're thinking about. Andre Southgate is another creator who I see out supporting others regularly as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. You'll get some of that support coming back to you also. We're doing really good for thumbs up today. We're just over 90 now. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, we have a chance of hitting 100 again today. We do it most days, not every day, but I will appreciate it if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up. I hope you will, and like I keep saying, they really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give those thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So Balance Breakers Fitness and Gaming is coming up. And this is the third channel from the Derek's Journey family. We see You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden, which we just saw. Derek's Journey right there. And this is an introduction to their channel. Let me just check the time on this. 4:08. This channel trailer will be a perfect video to connect with them with, because here on Tuber Chat we're always watching videos that are over 3 minutes long. Very important that it's over 3 minutes. Very important that we watch the full video, as well as leave a meaningful comment, give a thumbs up, and turn that bell on like you see me do for all creators. So I'm going to take this trailer. I'm going to add it into my watch later list, and then you know my speech when it comes to the watch later list and how I connect with brand new channels. Right after the stream today, I'll go through my list. I'll make sure that I get connected with this channel, and I'll go through that video and see what they have to say here. Bushido Blade Warrior, I'm getting you onto the wheel right now. I'm going to spin. We'll get another channel up on the screen in another moment. And Life with Mountain Folk is coming up. Life with Mountain Folk's actually been on the wheel for most of the stream today. I think they came in within the first half hour or so. It's been quite a wait, but they were actually featured a few weeks ago as well. Life with Mountain Folk is another couple of creators who are out supporting others regularly. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them frequently, and they're here with us in Tuber Chat almost every single day as well. Pardon me, my copy and paste wasn't working for a second. And then, outgoing Azzy always has interesting things to say. Baskets, I haven't got you on the wheel yet. Let me put you on there. Most of you will know Baskets from Baskets Resale as well. They have two different channels, and we have a lot to learn on both of those. We'll look at them when we get them up here. Life with Mountain Folk comes to us from Georgia, but they actually often take us outside of their area to bring us on the road and take us to different adventurous places, sometimes museums, a lot of car shows and other things as well. On their channel, they're going to show us the great outdoors, food reviews, and much more. Taste test reviews, relaxation videos, and they often head down to Florida and other places as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I'm going to take one of your car show videos here, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me another piece of content to watch. But like I said, we featured these channels, or we featured these creators in this channel not too long ago. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what is going on with Baskets. And they have literally got thousands upon thousands upon thousands of subscribers. I might have made a mistake last time, but I think it was 7,000. They're very close to it. When we look for the channel, we might have to help YouTube understand that that's what we're looking for. Just because Baskets is a short name and a very popular word, right? So when we search, find, and click on each other's names, we're actually doing a great service for each other. And then when we have channels like this, eventually the more we search, find, and click on each other's channel names, we will rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular baskets. Now, with almost 7,000 subscribers, you can bet there's much to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained and inspired by. On this particular channel, they bring us a lot of outdoors. There are some product reviews here, but there's a lot of other explorations and hiking and outdoor activities. But when we go over to Baskets Resale, we see their second channel. What they're going to do here is help us understand marrying together the offline and the online, so that we can learn how to profit by finding great deals on things and selling them on places like eBay. And then thank you, Outgoing Azzy. I'm going to put you on the wheel right now with First Floor Audio. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. We see Baskets Resale is getting really close to their 1,000 subscribers. They're officially on the road. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos here, and I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with them, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. And like I said, we have a lot to learn from Baskets on both channels in different ways. Outgoing Azzy's coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. An extremely outgoing creator. They're actually bringing us all three types of content. They recently started live streaming just a few months ago. I'm going to take one of your latest videos and add this into my catch-up list as well. Outgoing Azzy's getting close to 6,000 subscribers. They're posting frequently, as you can see. So hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. And Outgoing Azzy's another creator who often has very engaging things to say here in the chat. I am Tiffany is in the house. It's good to see you here. Let me spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther because of the engagement signals sent into the algorithm, both in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay. Bushido Blade Warrior is up here right now. This is a creator I'm still getting to know, but they bring us a lot of video gameplay, particularly retro games, a lot of Sonic there lately. I'm just going to take one of your latest stream replays. I'm just going to take your latest one. I know it's very long. I'm probably going to run it. I'll watch a few minutes of it and then just let it run. It'll be the last thing I do for today. But we always want to help channels keep up their watch hours as well. Even though Bushido Blade Warrior is fully monetized, Kristen actually was letting me know about a channel that we found out today has been demonetized just from lack of activity. So it is possible. We don't see it very often. And it's something that you really don't have to be too concerned about. As long as you're still active, you should be fine. Once you're monetized, right? We haven't heard of many channels getting demonetized, but it's possible. So always helpful to go back to channels, even if you haven't seen them in a while, that are monetized, and give them a few minutes of watch time as well. So Bushido Blade Warrior, fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when we get there. And then they've got a ton of live streaming on their channel, a lot of different games. Super Metroid is there, Fire Emblem, and they've got some shorts videos as well for cat lovers. There's a lot here as well. Kristen will probably like those. She posts a lot of videos of our cats here as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is Shane. This is another creator who's incredibly supportive of others. Definitely an advocate for helping others grow and hit different milestones. This creator brings us a lot of fitness on their channel, but we actually have a few things to learn from this creator. Shane wants to bring us his perspective on a lot of the different things that he experiences, things we all would experience, but from, you know, life in a wheelchair, right? And it's interesting, I have literally sat and watched Shane on a live stream while I'm stuffing my face with snacks and other horrible things while he's actually working out. But he does a great job of keeping up with the chat, staying engaged with the audience, and I can see I'm a little bit behind with the video. So what I'm going to do is take your latest video, put it in my catch-up list. That will give me something to watch after the stream today. And Charlene Heel is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Actually, Charlene Heel, Wolf Bear Productions came in earlier today and gifted 5 memberships, and Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, which is the second channel from Charlene Heel, received one of those gifted memberships, so that'll be really cool to see as well. Next up, we're looking at Rich Cat Ranch. This is another channel that was featured just about a month ago on Superchat. And my pleasure, Outgoing Azzy, for having your channel up. Of course, Rich Cat Ranch is here. I'm going to get to as many channels as we can. If anybody is in the chat listening or watching that hasn't already had their channel on the wheel or the screen, just please be active in the chat. You can literally say almost anything at all. I'll make sure to get you on there. Pardon me, sorry, I shut the mic off because I was coughing there for a second. Charlene Heel's on the wheel. Her second channel is now a member. Rich Cat Ranch had a question. They heard in a stream today, if you do not maintain 4,000 watch hours every 365 days, your channel will be demonetized. So it's possible that it could be demonetized, but not necessarily for sure, and not right away. So as long as you're still active, you should be okay. Most creators, by the time they hit the 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers, they, okay, please don't spam Outgoing Azzy. My dear goodness, pardon me for that. Okay, no matter what goes on here in Tuber Chat, please never spam. I gotta time you out because we can't have that. But thank you everybody for the reminders. Our moderators will handle it if I make a mistake like that. It's happened many times before. It's just a matter of hitting a button to get the microphone off and on, but I'm getting over a cough, so I keep shutting it off. But thank you for the reminder. So when we look at Rich Cat Ranch, forgive me, there was a question that I was trying to answer there for a second. The monetization Rich Cat Ranch was asking about. So you do have to maintain your hours, but you're not going to get demonetized just because you slip below for a day or a week or probably even a month, right? Most creators have the momentum by the time they get monetized to be able to keep it up anyway. So as long as you're active, you know, my recommendation is a video a week is enough to hold your channel together. It's very rare that we hear about channels that are demonetized. The only times I have heard about it that's been a certainty is because they've been extremely inactive for 6 months or longer. So that's just an idea. And then the Bullock experience, well, YouTube lets us know that they could demonetize you for not keeping up with the hours. It's pretty clearly laid out. But community guideline strikes and things like that can cause big problems as well. For 99% of creators, none of these things are an issue because most of us are here, you know, able to be active. Life gets in the way sometimes for all of us, right? But for the most part, we're able to be active, and most people are not going to do anything to violate community guidelines anyway. And then, yeah, if our moderators want to let me know if anything else is still going on, just please, if you don't mind. Rich Cat Ranch has a passion for animals, love for life, respect for nature that comes through in all of their content. They're fully monetized over here with super chats and memberships available. They always engage conversation everywhere that they go. I see them out supporting other creators all the time. And here in Tuber Chat, they're always engaging conversation as well. And I'm just going to grab their latest Sunday Shorts video. These are like TikTok compilation type things. So I'm going to put this in my ketchup list. Rich Cat Ranch were recently featured on Tuber Chat as well. Glorious Platter's going to come up right now. I'm going to pick up the pace here a little bit because I want to get as many channels on the screen in the next 20 minutes as we can. Michael's Adventures has a premiere for us coming up in 20 minutes. Oh yeah, Paralife TV, this has been going on for me for weeks. It started because some of you may not know, but I actually do construction work outdoors on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I insist on continuing to keep that gig, right? Half of my full-time job is doing that, half of my full-time job is running other social media for other people, including YouTube channels. But a couple of weeks ago, we were doing some concrete, and we were doing way too much. Probably literally more than 100 bags of concrete I had explode in my face during the week, right? It really is like that, and that caused a bit of a cough and a sore throat and stuff like that. And after that, I don't know if I got one or two other things, not the thing, but something else. I get sinus infections all the time. I'm allergic to everything, and it's just lingering on and on and on. So I've been trying to get over this cough, and it's almost there. We can hear it. I've been better today than yesterday, but we're almost there. Glorious Platter's up right now. She was live last night again. She live streams frequently. She brings a ton of delicious looking content on her channel, both in shorts, videos, and streams. She expands into a little bit more now with a little bit of reviews. She's taken us out to different grocery stores and shown us a haul or two. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. But Glorious Platter's been an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Tuber Chat family for a long, long time. Gaten Plays It is in the house. That's the second channel from Makeup Mom and Son. You have to forgive me, I didn't put that up again. I don't know why it is that sometimes when creators have more than one channel, I forget to put their second channel up. I don't mean to do that. I try to remember. And we've got a few channels, probably 10% of the channels, 5 or 10% that come through Tuber Chat have more than one channel. And then, yeah, it should be good. Shane, I never have something linger this long. I'm actually like on the verge of throwing furniture around the house out of frustration because I usually never have anything for more than a week or two. This is the longest I remember in a long bit of history. Let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Joe Dirt Treasure, I wonder why it is that we're not already connected. Have we not had your channel on the screen here in Tuber Chat before? I thought I've been connected to Joe Dirt Treasure. Maybe I'm mistaken about that. Yeah, maybe I'm mistaken. This is the first time we're looking at this creator's channel. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos here and I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then Z Skilled Alt, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Tuber Chat is basically what we call a growth stream where a lot of creators come to meet each other. The idea is that we intend to build friendships and support each other regardless of our niche. So our instructions are always in our video description. That will show you how to get the most out of your time here. We're going to be on for about another 15 minutes today, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here and everybody will be willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So it's a good thing that Caden Plays It came in. Actually, this is the second channel from Makeup Mom and Son. This is the channel belonging to the son of Makeup Mom and Son, as a matter of fact. And I see a matching thumbnail here on brand new content. They just put this out moments ago, as a matter of fact. And I've got that now in my catch-up list, so I can catch up with that as well. We want to encourage this young creator by pushing them towards the 40 subscribers they're thinking about. And we expect some more gameplay videos and different things from this creator with the help of Makeup Mom and Son, of course. Carol the Girl Miniature Mukbang, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I'm just going to grab the link for Michael's Adventures premiere. He's going to come on in about 15 minutes, and then we can go over there and meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here in Superchat. And this live stream will run right up until the moment that that premiere begins, so that we can clean up our connections here and then go over there and meet more friends and family members during the live chat that goes along with Michael's Adventures premiere, of course. So First Floor Audio is up right now with 560 subscribers. What this creator seeks to do is make music while we interact with them during their stream. They do a lot of StreamYard panels. Actually, when I've come across them, I've caught them performing a lot more than writing, but that's okay. They've got a lot of StreamYard panels. We see some familiar faces there. I see Rich New Design here, and this is a creator who, like I said, is hopping in with a lot of people. I'm always happy to see creators collaborating together and sharing content in that way. And then Carol the Girl Miniature Mukbang, I'm going to get you onto our wheel right now. If anybody's listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll make sure to get you on right away. We've still got time to get through about another 10 channels before we go over to Michael's Adventures. As well, in the meantime, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. So Carol the Girl Miniature Mukbang has a premiere coming up a little while from now, but myself and the moderators will always knock out any messages that are self-promoting. So it's not so much of a big deal. It's fine for me to just mention that, but you just want to be careful about those kind of things, especially in other live streams. Not so much of a big deal here in Tuber Chat. I'm going to spin the wheel. I need a quick moment. I'll come back. I'm going to put Willow Way Ranch on the wheel, and Trish the Natural is going to be the next channel that we're going to talk about. Let me get Trish the Natural ready to go. And Willow Way Ranch will come up on the wheel. And again, if anybody's listening or watching that hasn't already been on the wheel or screen, just please say anything at all in the chat and I'll get you on. Willow Way Ranch is on the wheel now. Like, they happen to be a member, so I put them on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, of course. And then Trish the Natural is going to bring us talk about natural hair care. So as well, tips, tricks, and products that we can use. And the channel does expand out into other beauty type of talk and products, as well as wigs and weaves and things we would expect. But the bulk of what we're going to find this channel on this channel has to do with natural hair care. And then, am I reading that right? Spam Likes Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They did follow Tuber Chat a while back, but they're just getting into creating content now after several months. So thank you for being here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then the Bullock Experience, yeah, we did have you up a little while ago. Forgive me, I'll never remember how long ago it was now, if it was half an hour or longer. Mr. Bubbles is still in the house. Thank you for hanging out. I've got you on the wheel now. And then let me spin. We'll get another channel up here. Trish the Natural is working on 500 subscribers. We'd love to see this creator get their community tab to pop out as well. I'm going to drop the link again for Michael's Adventures premiere, which is coming up in 10 minutes. We'll be able to go over there and raid together when it's time, but anybody can hop over there anytime they'd like. The chat's already running. Because it's a premiere, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you're over there with Michael's Adventures. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator here. All of our moderators have channels of their own. They all do different things, but they will all allow and encourage everybody to meet more friends and family members when you're with them. Macic's team is here with 152 subscribers. I'm still getting to know their content, but I'm going to take one of their longer videos here, a 20-minute one. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up with them. I'll watch that at some point today in the next 24 hours. And we'd love to push this channel a little bit farther towards the 200 subscribers. We know that they're thinking about. I bring it every day. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Macic's team. They're here to take us on a journey of fun, filled with fun, challenges, pranks, games, adventures, and more fun and fun and fun, which is great. So we see as well they've got some shorts here. I'm just going to scan their channel for a second, see if they're doing streams or if that might be an idea for the near future possibly. And I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And I do appreciate, of course, every moment that everybody spends here in Super Chat. I know not everybody can be here every single day, or certainly for 2.5 hours every time I stream. I know a lot of creators come in and let the stream run in the background while they do other things. I appreciate that as well, whether you're active or if you're lurking or if you're just coming by to say hello and give a quick thumbs up. I appreciate that. So if anybody is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlist in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Willowway Ranch is up here right now. This is another creator who's an advocate for helping others grow and hit different milestones. You'll see that when you join them for their live streams. They typically stream on Sundays. I wonder if you're going to stream again today. 409 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. We'd love to see their community tab pop up, and Willowway Ranch is another creator who I see out supporting others all the time. There's Garden State Gardener. I talk about them often here because they have a really wild Sunday night live stream that goes on. Sunday Fun Day is one of the fastest rolling chats that you'll see on YouTube. He has been known to have over 100 people in the chat at times. Garden State Gardener is Joe. He is the glue that holds together a lot of friendships on YouTube and is really a unique creator and somebody who brings a lot of variety on their homesteading channel. Willowway Ranch is a military family, and they also bring us a lot of homesteading type content. Garden State Gardener's dropping a super chat in the house. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to look at their channel right away. It's the shot. I don't know how you get these shots. There's Joe, but with another, I forget if this is the 4th or 5th shout out video for Super Chat. And I can't help but laugh. So hopefully everybody will visit Garden State Gardener. What Joe does more than anything else is makes a real community of creators, and they do an incredible job of making people feel included. And you know, a Garden State Gardener, I say they're the glue that holds a lot of friendships together, but they actually create a lot of friendships between creators, and it's a heartwarming thing to see. Joe does a lot of the content on their channel. It can span into just about any type of variety. But one of the things that they have is this Sunday Fun Day registration video. It's a perfect video to actually connect with them with because it's over 3 minutes long, and this is where you go to get ready for Sunday Fun Day, where there are a lot of giveaways and things like that, which will be running at 7:30 p.m. about 3 hours from now, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So Garden State Gardener is now at 1,900 subscribers, officially on the road to 2K, fully monetized. Fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, you see a lot of other familiar faces on their channel in different videos and things like that. There's the mod father, of course, Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead. But Garden State Gardener, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. I'm going to try to make Sunday Fun Day tonight, and hopefully everybody will join us there. Thank you, everybody, by the way, for the 100 thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. We don't do it every day, but almost every day. It's always exciting to hit that milestone, and if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. I bring it every day. I did put you on the wheel as soon as I saw you in the chat. I've got you on there right now on the screen. We'll see what they're up to. 637 subscribers. If there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just please say anything at all in the chat and I'll get you on there right now. If I can, we've still got enough time for a couple more channels. I'm going to leave this live stream running for a few extra minutes before Michael's Adventures premiere begins so that we can clean up our connections here, but you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members over there when we get there. We're all going to go and raid together in another 5, 6, 7 minutes. I Bring It Every Day has 637 subscribers. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos here, put this in my catch-up list. I've got my notification on for the premiere that you're going to show us as well. When we look in their about section, we find they're a person with varied interest. They spend a lot of time knitting and crocheting. They also visit antique shops and flea markets, and they show us a bit of that as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We see that I Bring It Every Day is here with Tuberchat frequently. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding Tuberchat many months ago. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Charlene Heel is coming up. And again, if anybody's listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll get you onto the wheel right away. We've got time for about 2 more channels. And I'd love to, always feature as many channels as we possibly can. Mr. Bubbles is on there with Carol the Girl Miniature Mukbang. Pardon me, I'm almost over this cough, but it's just lingering. Charlene Heal's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Natural healing, coaching, and transformation is what she brings on her main channel with over 1,100 subscribers. Now I'm just going to grab one of her latest videos, put this in my catch-up list, and when we look at her second channel, Conscious Business Services, and Opportunities, we see a second channel from the same creator where they bring us the same natural healing, coaching, and transformation along with opportunities to build wealth. Hendrickson Family Farm, thank you for coming in. I just have enough time for one more channel, so I've got you on the wheel right now. We might be able to look at one more, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Charlene Heel on both of their channels. I'm just going to hit the videos page and grab the latest videos, or the last video, so that I can stay caught up. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what's going on with Mr. Bubbles. This is a creator who gets high praise from Have Cheetah View, who's a dear friend. As a moderator, Mr. Bubbles brings fun and engagement everywhere that they go. I've run into them many times on many channels, engaging conversation with other creators. They're doing a lot of gameplay on their channel right now. I can see I'm behind, but I'm going to take your latest Mass Effect gameplay video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. Mr. Bubbles is at 776 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther on that road towards 800. We know they're thinking about it by now. And then we've still got another couple of channels to look at. Last call for anybody to swap playlists with each other. You can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up here. Carol the Miniature Mukbang. Looks like they're going to be the next channel that we'll look at. And I've still got Hendrickson Family Farm, pardon me, on the wheel as well. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. Be sure to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give Michael's Adventures a thumbs up on the way in. I've got their link pinned, but I'm going to drop it in another moment here so that everybody can hop over there. We'll meet more friends and family members within the live chat that runs with Michael's Adventures Premiere. You can meet more friends and family members for your channel in the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. Carol the Girl Miniature Mukbang has 1,270 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that they're thinking about. We've seen this creator here in Tuber Chat several times, but I can see I'm behind, so I'm just going to take your latest Sloppy Joe video, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up and make sure I don't fall any farther behind. I just dropped a link for Michael's Adventures Premiere. Anybody can hop over there if you'd like. We're all going to raid together in a moment. The live redirect is set if you've got your autoplay on. If not, you'll be able to click and head over there. I'm going to be over there as well, and we'll be able, like I keep saying, to meet more friends and family members when we're over there visiting Michael's Adventures as well. Hendrickson Family Farm is up here right now. They live in Oklahoma. They've got a 30-acre farm where they raise cattle, goats, pigs, chickens, and horses. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They bring us hunting, fishing, rodeos, and everything outdoors. We can see that they've got shorts, videos, and streams, so all 3 types of content. I'm just going to take your latest video, put it in my catch-up list to make sure that I get caught up with you and make sure I don't fall any farther behind. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in Tuber Chat. We'll let the live stream run for another few minutes, right up until the moment that Michael's Adventures Premiere begins. And please don't forget, give us a thumbs up on the way out, give them a thumbs up on the way in, and we will see you over there. And again, tomorrow morning here on Tuber Chat. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.